What if I told you there was one tiny little thing that you could do that would genuinely completely change your golf swing forever? How much would you pay for that? In the comments box at some point in today's video, put down how much would you pay for a professional golf swing or just a better golf swing. That's why we're all here. That's why we all watch YouTube content, because we want to improve. And today's video is a video that you've got to stick up here. It's lovely to watch loads of different YouTube instructors, and it's great to watch loads of different instructional content, because at the end of the day, it's something that we all enjoy and we get fascinated by the golf swing. But we have to make sure we're improving. Today's video is going to make a big impact. So let's stop chatting and get stuck in. If we give it some context then, this sort of video, because like I say, the piece of information, if I just told you what it was, it's going to sound absolutely ridiculous. Basically, we get set up to the golf ball and we are trying to hit the golf ball straight. But one of the things that we're also trying to do is we are trying to make sure that, shall we say, we're hitting through the ball. Okay, and one of the things that plagues most amateur golfers is flippiness. Flippiness by definition basically means that the club head is winning the race to the back of the ball rather than the club handle winning the race towards the back of the golf ball. It's a big problem. Too many golfers just end up getting the sequence of events wrong and just kind of end up, I don't want to say hanging on the back foot, because that's not necessarily true, but just getting the sequence wrong and looking this way through the hit, or just looking generally too flippy through that hitting area. And you know it, and you know you can improve your impact position, but you don't necessarily know how. And all you have to do to change it is to move the ball further forward. See, I do this loads with online lessons, which is obviously this little area where I am today is where I do online lessons. And I wanted to share this piece of information with you because we've talked about it before on the channel, of course we have. And we talked about it not that long ago. But what I'm sort of noticing on the channel with people, what tends to happen is either one of two things. One, like I said earlier, you end up watching so much YouTube stuff that you forget about it. And it's a really important thing that we want to make sure that we don't forget this time, and that you keep doing it and it becomes more of a permanent feature in towards your golf swing. So what I have here are two lines. And what I get people to do is set up to the first line but hit the second line. Set up to the first line, hit the second line. So they're always hitting through the golf ball. And a piece of advice that I offer people when they kind of say, when I'm playing golf, they're like, well, how do I take these sort of changes on towards the golf course? And I always say, well, look, if you play the ball further forward in your stance than you normally do, this will encourage you to hit more through the golf ball. And it's as simple as that. If you're somebody who is flipping, gets stuck behind the ball, then moving the ball further forward will seem like it's going to expose you to it. Of course it will. If you're flipping, you'll prefer to put the ball further back in the stance. But the problem then that you're going to have is fundamentally you're never going to get any better. Actually putting the ball slightly further forward in your stance will fill you with fear, but it's the right thing for you to do. Because if we move the ball, if that's the ordinary ball position, so I've got a 5-iron here. So if that's my normal ball position, like so, left of center, well, let's move it a bit further forward. And move it further forward and move it further forward. Now there'll be a boundary where obviously if you move it too far forward, because the club works on an arc, you won't be able to hit the ball straight. But even if you moved it further forward, you would just shift and rotate and get your hands moving forward. And it's such a simple tip, so simple, that you can do instantly. So instant, just moving the golf ball further forward encourages you to hit more through the ball. And like I say, with everybody that I teach online, whether I get them to do the 2-line drill or just the idea of playing the golf ball further forward in the stance, they hit the ball better. It encourages you to get your body more behind the ball, transfer your weight, move ahead of the ball and compress it and strike it much better. It's, if you like, more of a athletic, biomechanically sound, natural motion, and you guys should be doing it as well. So we have been in another lockdown recently. Loads of golfers that have been watching the channel are going to be so excited this week getting the opportunity to play some golf. I know I am. Loads of you have still had the opportunity to play golf. The one thing I want you to do, in the comments box below, obviously how much would you be paying for the great golf swing? I can't wait to see some of those. But second thing that I really want to hear from you, commit. commit to one thing. Play the golf ball slightly further forward for me. Don't move it further back. Moving it further back just cheats the flipping motion and you're never going to be exposed. One of the things is that, and what we'll be doing in the upcoming videos, is very transparent. I know making a swing change is not easy. I know that it's grueling and it's kind of mentally fatiguing. It's difficult with the ups and the downs, and we all fall in love with the idea of things. But this is one thing that you can do, and this is one thing that will make a significant change. And I want to hear you guys promising that you're going to entertain doing it. If not on every shot, at least just have a go at some shots for me, because I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Really short, easy one today. All I'm saying is move the golf ball further forward. It will make you move further through the ball and hit the ball better. It's a really short, transparent little tip that I want you to go and do when you next go and play golf. And that is it. Subscribe, please. If you've been watching the content and you notice you haven't subscribed, we're trying to have a big push towards 100,000 subscribers. It would mean a lot to me, all the years of hard work and stuff, and your support, it means so much. Do it if you haven't already done so. Looking forward to playing some golf. Enjoy your golf. Speak to you soon.